Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today is my birthday. I am so excited not to be turning 20, but just to be making this YouTube video. I don't know why I'm not so excited to be 20. Honestly, I've been saying since I turned 16 that I was at a content age. I didn't want to get any older, but I'm gonna make the best of this birthday and throw you guys a video of 20 things that I have learned leading up to turning 20. I've seen lots of people do this, not necessarily turning 20, but like turning any age. I've seen a lot of people do this when they turn 25, so maybe there's another one of these coming down the pike for me, but for now we're just gonna stick with 20 things I learned leading up to age 20. I wish I could say these are super profound things I've learned, but this is gonna be a little bit more lighthearted than the average video, I'd like to say, and just like 20 random things that I have learned leading up to age 20. I made a list on my phone, so if you see me glancing away from the camera, that is why, but I think we just get right into this and I'll start listing off the things. Most of them are self-explanatory, but if they're not, I'll try to give you a little bit of background on how I learned that lesson. So the first thing is that your coworkers are more important than your employers, and I'm not necessarily applying this to the job I'm in right now, but I've been plenty of jobs in the past where I haven't necessarily liked people I'm working for, but I have loved the people I work with, and I really do think that they're what made those jobs fun. I'm not saying you should ever stay in a job you don't like, but I'm just saying if the only thing you don't like is your employers and you love your coworkers, then it might be worth it to stay there. The second thing I learned is another employment related thing, and that's if the only thing you like about your job is money, then that's not the job for you. I do really like the amount of money I make at my job. Don't get me wrong, I'm happy with that, but if that was the only thing I liked about my job, I'd be leaving to find a different job. I think that you really have to have some kind of psychic value in the work that you do, or you're not gonna enjoy doing it. Number 3, I think, is the last money-related, job-related one on the list, but that is, I think it's important to start saving young. I'm really proud of myself for how much money I've saved up to age 20. My parents would like to tell you that it's because I haven't had to do very much for myself, but I really don't think that's true. I think that a lot of it was like my own momentum to work really hard. I've been working since I was 15 years old. So I think it's in my own momentum to work really hard, make lots of money, and honestly not to spend very much of it at all. Here's a bit more of a lighthearted one, and it's that you're a completely different person with a tan. I love spray tans, I love self-tanning, and for the most part I like tanning in summer even though it's really unhealthy. I think that when you have a tan, you're a completely different person, and this maps over to when you have your brows waxed, you're a different person. When you have your eyelashes tinted, you're a different person. When you get acrylic nails, you're a different person. I think that all those little self-care things make you feel so much more empowered, so much more confident, and I think that they're really important to treat yourself every once in a while. My next one is mostly school related, but I think it can map over to other parts of your life, and that's to do everything at the first opportunity you have. This has been something I've been really holding close to me this school year. This semester, every single time there was presentation dates, project deadlines, anything, and I could sign up to do the very first one, I did. I legitimately did the first presentation in all of my 6 courses this semester, and it is making the end of this semester a complete breeze for me. I'm not even kidding when I say that between now and April, I only have a couple quizzes and 2 finals, and I'm completely done. I think that's crazy, but it just shows how if you put in hard work at the start, get things done the first opportunity you have, then you can make your life a lot easier. Number 6 is that you do not need to wash your hair as often as you think you do. I used to wash my hair every single day, and it's not that that went horribly for me, it's just that your hair gets so depleted of its natural oils and it just gets greasier and greasier. Whereas now I wash my hair like every second, sometimes every 3rd day, and it looks better than it ever has. So that's something I definitely learned, is that as much as showering is important, you don't necessarily need to wash your hair all the time. Number 7, and I have my tea close to me on this one, all drama passes. Number 8 could probably be related to that one, and that's just to be very selective with what you post on social media. I don't mean about your selfies, I don't mean about your group pics, don't worry about those, but if you don't want to start drama for yourself, just don't start drama for yourself. There's no reason to start complicated messes for yourself on social media, whether that be on Instagram or Twitter or Facebook or whatever else there is out there. Just don't start drama for yourself. Number 9 is to take pictures everywhere you go. I think this is more of a debatable one from my list, but I love pictures. I love to have something that I know I'm gonna have for my entire life to show my kids and to show their kids. I love taking pictures with Jared and with my family, and at every trip we go on, I'm always taking pictures. And I know that can be really annoying to some people and they tell you to live in the moment, but I just think having pictures to look back on is so special. We're closing in on the first half being done, so with number 10, I just wanna say, don't let university make you feel trapped. When I first got into university, I felt very trapped in my program, in my studies, and everything. And it's only really been this semester, my 2nd year, so I guess my 4th semester of university total, where I've really felt like I have more freedom to study what I want, to do what I want, and I don't know, I just feel like this has been a lot better and less of a trap feeling. So just don't give university the power to let you feel trapped. We've officially arrived at the halfway point of this video. I just want to say that as my birthday wish to you, I would be so appreciative if you could subscribe to my channel and like this video. It means so much to me every time one of you guys subscribe to my channel, and I do need to give you guys a huge thank you for 400 subscribers. I'm so appreciative, and it would make my day if anyone who's not already subscribed could subscribe to me right now. Number 11 ties back into university we were talking about, but it's that there's more important things than grades. I feel like I had already learned this lesson before university, thank God, or university would have been a lot more stressful, but I especially mean this when you're in high school. Grades are not the only thing that matters. Definitely in junior high and in, I don't know, the first little part of when I was in senior high, I really focused on my grades and they're the only thing that's important to me, when that's not true. Like, there are so many other aspects of your life, like even of your social life, that I think are more important than having amazing grades all the time. Number 12, yes, you can go out on a weeknight. This is something I didn't start doing obviously till I was first of all 19, second of all in university, but there's no reason you can't go out on a weeknight, whether that be like for dinner or drinks or whatever. I mean, I'm not saying go clubbing on a weeknight, but you don't have to go out on the weekend and you can go out on a weeknight is all I'm saying. Number 13, losing friends is not the end of the world. If someone leaves your life, they were not meant to be there. I've really had to teach myself that, especially in recent years, but there are people who are meant to be in your life, there are people who are not meant to be your life, and that kind of stuff just fluctuates and flows on its own. Like, you don't have to really play into it that much. It'll figure itself out for you, and if, unfortunately, some friends leave your life, that's something that just means they weren't meant to be there, and you have to accept it. Number 14, create a vision board. I'm going to tag my video here so you guys can check it out, but creating a vision board has really been a game changer this year. I'm not saying that making my vision board has changed anything in my life so far, but I really enjoyed making it, and I just wanted to include it in this video so that you guys could consider making one for yourself, whether that be for the rest of 2020 or just for something else that's coming up in your life. But making a vision board was a big game changer for me. I think that it does inspire me to try to work toward my goals, so that's something I totally recommend to you guys. Number 15 sounds so sponsored, but I swear to God it's not, and it is to get the Honey app on Chrome. I use Honey anytime I check out of any website, and I always save. Like, I'm not even kidding, there's always a Honey discount code for everything you ever want to buy. Whether I only save like $2 or whether I save 15%, I always save when I use Honey. So if you don't already have Honey, you have to download it. Number 16, anytime you take more than 2 shots in one night, it is not going to be a good night. I don't really know where this lesson came from. I'm not gonna say it was any one particular night, and I wanna say I almost learned this more from my friends than from myself, but shots are not your friend, and taking more than 2 shots in a night, definitely not your friend. And taking more than 2 shots in a row is death. So keep those in mind. Everyone who's starting to go downtown, shots are not the answer. My mom is out to cringe big time. But number 17 is always listen to your parents, but never assume they're right. When I was like 16, I saw this explanation by a psychologist online saying that after age 16, parents should start listening to their kids more than their kids have to listen to them. And I just think that's so true, because my parents have a lot of really good advice, but sometimes they're just not necessarily completely right about something. Like, you should always search out answers just a little bit further than your parents. I don't mean this in any way to shade my parents, but I just want to remind you guys that you can have an opinion that's not the same as your parents and have it be equally justified. Number 18, if you take group pictures, you're accepting someone posting the one you look the worst in. No one ever means to do that, but let me tell you, when you take group shots, you post the ones you look the best in. You don't always look to make sure your friend isn't doing something stupid or turning around or making some weird face. So if you're gonna take group pictures, you're accepting one that you don't like being put on the internet, no questions asked. Number 19 is that not everything has to be washed as soon as you wear it. I'm not talking underwear, I'm not talking socks, I'm talking about jeans, honestly. You do not have to wash your jeans every single time you wear them unless you like spill spaghetti on them or something, but not all of your clothes always need to be washed right away, and not all of your clothes should be washed right away. And the final one, number 20, is to get a credit card as soon as you can. As of March 1st, 2020, I've had a credit card for exactly 1 year. On my birthday, when I turned 19, I applied for a credit card, I got my credit card, and I've been using it every single month since then, paying it off the day I got my statement, obviously not really accruing any interest. And that has been how I've built up my credit to really being a decent number in only 1 year of having a credit card. So that is a recommendation to anybody who's turning 19. If you don't have one and you're turning 20, definitely do that as well. You need to get yourself a credit card as soon as possible. So those are my 20 things. I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. I thought I came up with some pretty interesting ones that I hadn't seen in other people's videos before, so I hope that's what you guys think as well. I would be so appreciative if your birthday gift to me could be you subscribing to my channel. Thank you once again for 400 subscribers. I am so proud of that, and I hope we can make it to 1,000 subscribers by the end of this year. That is the goal. This is a bonus video, which means there was another video posted on Friday. On Friday, I talked about pyramid schemes and MLMs. I think it's a really cool video. I'll tag it here so you guys can go check it out. But anyway, I hope you guys have an amazing week. There will be a regularly scheduled video at 3 p.m. Atlantic Standard Time this Friday, so make sure you tune in for that. I'm not quite sure which time I'm gonna be posting, but you guys have an amazing week. Study hard, work hard, and I'll see you guys again on Friday.
Keep on running from the truth. Was that not? I'm just a